regular season games. 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion, Buffalo Bills, and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. What a thrill. Tonight, we celebrate 60 years of Super Bowls. We do it in style. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you here from Santa Clara. And Greg, the Eagles are right back here looking to do what the Chiefs did right before them. Win back-to-back Super Bowls and lift that Lombardi trophy for the second consecutive year.
And you have to think, Mike, are we on the precipice of the next dynasty? What we've talked about in years past with the New England Patriots, and then more recently, the Kansas City Chiefs. After last year's dominating Super Bowl performance, this roster, what Philadelphia has been able to put together these last couple years, I think a Super Bowl win here today, and now they become maybe that new top-of-the-heap team that we talk about here in the NFL.
Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return is Brandon Codrington. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, the regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. Off the play fake, it's Allen. I had a That defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. Third down coming up. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
On fourth down, here comes the Aussie Cameron Johnston to punt. Cooper DeJean deep to return. A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin first and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for an Eagles.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First and 10 at the 41-yard
We talk so much
line.
about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Off he goes. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll take off again. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
12 more yards. That's another Eagles first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Saquon. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
He'll keep this himself. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on third and goal? And they'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. They took away all the options, And now it is 4th and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Aside that open man is Knox. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. And in motion is Coleman. To the air on 2nd down, here's Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brothers. This is James Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run the draw with Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10.
So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he will score! James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Eagles 6.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then go on the run.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
1st and 10.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough. But now a much more advantageous spot.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
39-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
He'll run again, and he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. and bring up third down.
Third and 4.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The big man, Ed Oliver, in for the sack.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles move out front. It's 9-7.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
47-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Quinyon Mitchell, off a tremendous rookie season, comes on the rush that time and makes the big play.
I think it's been pretty clear that the offensive emphasis has been on controlling the front. Don't allow them to get after your quarterback. Well, when you do that, it's pretty easy to lose sight of some of the secondary players, and this defensive back was used on the blitz, and he's able to get home.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Allen. He'll drop this underneath to Cook. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. A ball deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll step up and run this. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
4 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
15 yards.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
1st and 10.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Now Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 28.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He was taken down behind
These
the line
negative
of scrimmage.
runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Johnson now to return. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Allen to throw again. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's 1st and 10. One more time going up top with Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. What a drive. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will up it to a 2-point lead.
14, Eagles 12.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no return here. This is a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
it. It's no good. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He'll step up and run. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That's to the left side, and taken in by Coleman. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Allen now on 2nd down. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
12 yards.
12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Cook gets it out of the pistol. And he'll take this one in. touchdown of this Super Bowl.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man, it's Smith. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Hurts and Brown connect. And it's a first down for Philly.
1st and 10.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Now he'll run it. Good idea there to cover up at the end. He's able to use his legs and pick up 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
3rd and short. Hurts will throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Hurts. A gain of 3 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
3rd and short. You think this ball is expected to come out quick, but when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
That's taken in by Brown. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
A run with Barkley. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
3rd and goal for Hurts. Taking up, and he's in! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Bills 21, Eagles 19.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Now Codrington to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play fake, it's Allen. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shaquille. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
12 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. and 10 at the 42-yard line.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the fourth from SoFi after this. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here is Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And the left first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Design run here for Allen. And he will take it in himself. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
19.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work.
Their own 26-yard line.
And in motion is Brown. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's going to be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
14 yards on that pass play there. Good for an Eagles first down.
14 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
On second down, Hurts finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Phillies.
First
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Second down throw for Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Philadelphia.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll lead to a second down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised.
And he will score! Game on! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bills 28, Eagles 26.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Now Codrington to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
So 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
And that's just the disastrous outcome on that last pass. I mean, yes, you have to stay aggressive knowing you're trailing here late in the game, but you can't be reckless. Don't try to get it all back in one throw. That final pick, that might just seal the deal for their opponent.
So now it's Jalen Hurts and the Eagles down on the scoreboard. Just under 2 minutes to go. A field goal wins the Super Bowl. Work to do here. It's 1st and 10. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hurts now. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Throwing again, Hurts on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
That's a gain of 6.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here comes Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in. But this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Barkley. They'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Now Barkley. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This a potential game winner. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. 1st and 10, and it's Allen. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts.
James Cook. An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
And there it is. They've done it again. For a 2nd straight year, the Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, One team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL